So if I want to log in as other user, I need to, let's say, let me go to users. If I go to users, you can see there is no login button. If I want to log in as a Vivek, because I log in as a present Salesforce, if I want to log in as a Vivek, now you can see I don't have option. Either I need
Hello?
Yeah, Sean. Hello?
It's audible, right?
Yes. So if I want to log in as a Vivek, after login as a present Salesforce, now there is no login button. Either I need to get a username and password for this user, else I need to reset. Now question is that you don't expect the user. If you want to do a user level testing, you will not end up in having a passwords. So Salesforce also provide grant login access. What is how to enable grant login access? All you need to go to setup, login access policies, enable as administrator can log in as any user. Save. Now go back to users. Now you can see login button. Now I can able to do a login.
Okay.
So let's suppose I logged in as this user. So do you think that if, let's say, he is also administrator, I log in as this user, if I do any modifications, like let's say if I deleted record on basis of him, let's say Salesforce, I just went to BA35, customer information, all, I just deleted one record.
Okay. And this who is the owner?
Someone is the owner, now I deleted. Now what happened? Do you think that this is not recorded by Salesforce? Because who deleted this record? Vivekananda, not a present Salesforce. So it means that this record is deleted by him. So we need to understand, is this really log out? Now what happened? It enforces me to log in again. If I log out, it should, my ideal expectation here, it should need to come back to the login user. To the login user in the sense, to my present Salesforce. But it is actually going back and it's just showing. So again I need to log in here, sync.com Salesforce. So now again I log in. So I want to first I need to, let's say, audit trails. Audit trails. You set up audit trail. It will store last 6 months activities. Logged in as Vivek for Vivek. Now you can see login as logged out using. So it actually records everything. From this you will understand who deleted, who not deleted, everything. So it actually stores last 6 months CSV file. Each and every activity.
But it's not showing deleted at customer.
It will not. It's only this is audit trail is only for a setup.
Okay.
Where customer information is not a setup object.
What if we want to know who deleted?
Then you need to take this access, which time it was deleted.
Okay.
So now download setup audit trail for last 6 months. This need to be downloaded. Okay, fine. Now, whenever I log out, what happens? It is enforcing me to log in again with my username or password. That is not a good idea. I don't want to do that. So for that, what we have? Session settings. Session setting. Here you can say force relogin after login as user. What option you have? Force relogin after login. What it is saying, if I log in as any user, it is asking me to force login again. So what I'll do, I'll uncheck. Save. Now let me log in as a Vivek. Users.
In what scenario we need to log in as other users?
To do a user level testing.
Okay.
The application you build, you need to do a user level testing of multiple users. You don't have it, right? So you need to multiple users. That is not a real case.
So suppose this is the admin with you logged in, and then if you log in through Vivek as user, whatever the sharing settings and whatever
everything applies to Vivek.
Whatever the admin thing, it's there.
It will not come. Login. So now login as this one. If I log out, you can see it came back to the same place. What happened before?
It's logged out.
It's logged out. Now let's me open Vivekananda. I just went to user. If I log in from here, it's logged in. If I log out, it will came back to the same place how you logged in.
Okay.
Either you logged in from the
Okay,
detail
same
page
page.
or you from a list of users. It will come back. So why this option came up? Because you disabled enforce force login as user option from a session management, session settings. Okay. Now let's say customer information. I need to ensure that these records are visible on account name. I need to save my account record. If present Salesforce, then Vivekanandam should not able to see this record. I wanted to say if account owner is present Salesforce, Vivek should not see.
Okay.
What to do? If account owner is present,
You need to make.
I need to hide this record from the Vivek. How to hide this record?
You need to make rule.
Okay, so for this, what we are talking about, some data security. Before going to data security, we will understand what is other security we have. So first we need to understand the base security, base settings for a objects. How you will get object level security? From a profiles. There are a concept called profiles. If you can see, if I see any user, Wake also had a profile system administrator and Salesforce Prism also system administrator. They belong to same profile. So let's say I'll be going to create a new profile. To create a new profile, go to profiles, new profile. You need to select a existing profile. You can't create a new profile just like that. You need to use existing profile to create a new profile. System administrator. Sales manager is my profile. Sales manager is a profile. Save. Now I need to update my security, whether he is eligible or not. Currently he is able to see different apps. Now what I am seeing, I am just disabling every app. I am just making one app is available for a Vivek. I mean for sales manager profile. And every default app is overridden, right? Default on. So let it be no issues. What I will do? In object level, everything is vwall and modify all. Vwall and modify all means he can able to do whatever he wanted. What I will do? I just remove the permissions. Vwall and modify all. If there is no vwall, modify all, you will not get.
So you're removing all the access basically.
I am removing vwall and modify all permissions.
This record level access.
Yeah, record level access I am removing. Vwall, data administration. So I just save. What I will do now, I'll update my Vivek as this profile user. I'll update my users to edit. I change my Vivek profile to sales manager. Sales manager save. Vivek. So my expectation is that if I log in as a Vivek, then
They should not see. They should see only one app.
they should see only one record. Let me do one thing. New window. Okay. No. BA_35 at present.com.
Deepak,
Yeah.
can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Deepak, I can't able to hear your voice.
Nizam, you can able to hear? Sean, you can able to hear?
Yeah. After changing the audio settings, it's working fine.
Okay. So now I will log in as a Vivek here. Now I will log in as a Vivek here. Users login. So the right side of my screen is actually which user?
Administrator. VA something.
Right side of user is Vivek, and left side of user is my system administrator, right? So now what I will do? How to use this one?
What do you want?
Okay. Now what I will do? I will go to my account user record. I just open Madhu. Same, your left side is a system administrator, right side is a user. Who is the user for this account? Presume Salesforce. So matches. Now let me go back here. Now let me open the same account. He can able to access. But the expectation for me here is he should not able to access this record. My expectation here is that he should not access. Object level security we provided, but what we need to provide extra? Data security first. Object level security we provided, but data security is not set up yet in the system.
But you didn't give him the view all and modified. Then how still he
Still he can able, because my organization wide default setting is public read or write. My organization wide, so let me show. There is another setup called data security. You need to go to setup. Here you have sharing settings. Here you have sharing settings. In sharing settings, select an object. Which object? Accounts. What is default access?
public reader.
So if it is a default access read or write, it means any user can able to do whatever they wanted. So what my expectation, I need to hide. We have three types of options available: public read or write, public read only, and private. If read or write, any user can able to edit and see the information. Read means they can able to read the information. Private means they will not allowed to do unless you create a sharing rules. Edit. I'm just updating to accounts private. Save. Now this is actually updated. This will be updated. It's not instant. It's recalculating. You can see it. One or more sharing rule operation has been initiated. See the button. Okay. Certain operations may not be available. You will receive a mail saying that it's actually completed. Now let me go here. I'm just refreshing the same record. I got it. 1 minute.
It's not yet completed.
Sales, it's not completed yet. Sharing settings.
Still completed, right? Still
This is reading. This is changing the settings. It will take time. It's not enabled. We can see now. So what happens? Here you have two, three types: public read or write, read only, and private. Why we have a transfer in leads? Lead transfer also happen. You are working on this lead. You realize that it should not be my lead. I need to transfer to someone. You can also have a transfer option in leads. Only in leads you will get this.
Case?
Cases, you know.
Why cases also became read only?
It's a dependent on contact account.
Okay. So
If
whatever
you are-
setting you will change for account?
It will apply. It will apply for opportunity, cases, and contacts. Contact, opportunity, cases.
Okay. They all are child.
They are all chains. So it's a dependent on account.
So account is master, contact is detail.
No, it's not a master detail, it's something else. Account and contact are generally in which relationship? Lookup relation. Still they are dependent. It seems it's taking too much of time. How to exit? Split screen?
Close it. Close that color window. From where you will able it?
Hello.
Yeah, Sean. Yeah, now it's private. Now I'm just trying to refresh the same account, Madhu record, insufficient privileges. Why is not able to? Let me go to accounts. Let me go to accounts. Now I'll see all accounts.
Nothing should be visible.
Nothing should be visible. Nothing is visible because he is not part of any account, right? So now the question goes, how can I make visible? So why? What made us to change the settings? All we just did in profile level, we disabled view all and modify all. In sharing settings, we made it as a private. So everything is gone. But what is this grant access using hierarchies? Grant access using hierarchy. So there is something else. What happened? I am an employee and you are my manager. I mean, let's say I am an employee, Vivek is my manager. If I am working on something, I have some record created, but sharing rules is private. But he is my manager. Does he allow to access all my details? Does he allow to access all my details? Yes, he is allowed to access my details. So for that, what we need to ensure the users are in same hierarchy. Let me go to users. I'll see a roles. What is the role of Vivek have? CEO. And what Lakshmi the present salesperson, we don't have any role now currently. So let me define a roles first. Users, set up roles. CEO, under CEO who is the person? CFO. Let me add assign present salesforce. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, he is also CFO. Assign. Let me say edit. I am just updating Vivek to CEO. So now, who is the senior and who is superior? Vivek, I am reporting to Vivek. Why? Because we can see cancel. Who is reporting? CFO is reporting to CEO. So it means that Lakshmi Deepak is reporting to Vivek. Whatever I have access in the organization, my manager should have. I'm going back to Vivek. Now I'm seeing refresh. I got it. Do you think that I have edit access?
Yes, you should have.
Okay, let me just open this record. I'm just clicking edit. I can able to edit. Okay, I can able to edit. Why am I able to edit? Because the base manager, my employee have a edit access, so I am getting this access. I'm just doing a little changes now in a profile level. In a profiles, what I'm trying to do, I just remove edit option from an object level. Which is the profile? Sales. Sales manager. I'm just trying to remove a permission called edit from an account object. Edit. I just removed, right? So do you think, but his employee have a edit access now. Does manager have edit access?
Yes.
Okay. Now this is a manager, Vivek's record, my manager, refresh. I still have, but there is no edit access. So whether you will get edit, delete actions based on your object level security. If there is no base permission for you to edit a record, you will not get that record permission.
So role hierarchy will not work if
Where role hierarchy will work to edit access, it allows. But if you have edit access, I am allowed.
Okay.
If you don't have edit access at object level, you are not authorized.
Even though you are senior, but you don't have access.
Authorized. You should have edit access, then you are eligible. If you don't have edit access, I am not able to do anything for you.
Okay.
So generally, the whole context here is why we need login as an employee here to do a user level testing in a future. That's the first concept. And next one, if you want to create a profile, what you need to do as a first step? You need to decide which profile you need to clone. You can't create a profile just like new. You need to clone the existing profile to create a new profile. and then what you need to update the security settings for that
Based on your
profile based on the requirement. Once you done, if I want to maintain my data security, what need to be enabled? If the security I need to enable within the records, what I need to do?
profile.
Sharing rules. Sharing settings need to be privated. And now tell me, if the user roles are superior, even though he is not a owner of a record, does how records are sharing to him roll up to him?
Role hierarchy.
Because grant access using hierarchy. Because grant access using hierarchies, right? Using grant access using hierarchy. Let's say I'll just change a little bit. I'll update Vivek also as a CFO. Both users are CFO. Now tell me whether the records will gonna share or not.
No.
Because Lakshmi Deepak and Vivek are in same role. Now they are not responsible. If I try to see, refresh, I don't have access. So it means the grant access will work only for a bottom to top. Its rolls up, it will not worry about the parallel hierarchy. It will not worry about a parallel hierarchy or within that hierarchy. It always sticks to the reporting team. Now, if I want to share a records, if I want to share it, let's say I'm just opening one account. I wanted to share all accounts, which type is prospect. If I wanted to share all type account prospect to a Vivek, it's not permission set will again gives you a object security. Here you need to write a sharing rules. Here you need to write a sharing rule. By going sharing settings, all you need to select your object. Account is an object. Now you can see account sharing rules. We have two types of sharing rules. Either you can share records based on the user roles or based on public groups, or you can also share using criteria. Now I will just use criteria because account type equal to prospective, I need to share the records. Yes or no? Type prospect. Based on criteria. Rule type is based on what is the type here?
Account type.
Type. Type equals prospect. Insert selected. Which one I need to say? Roles. CFO. Read only, power it. Okay, let's say read or write. Save. Now let's see. Do I have any accounts? I got it. Go. No accounts, right? As Vivek, I can't see any. It means that there is no criteria available yet. So what I will do, I just update this Deepak record to prospect. Save. Refresh. Whatever I am doing, I am getting this access. Yes or no? This is based on criteria. What about based on roles? Let's say I wanted to share the records which are related to CFO role to the CFO role. Let's say I will just say role based sharing based on record role. I can say role.
We count these three fields.
CFO record share with director sales.
Select which records
Which
to be
role?
shared.
Which records should be shared in essence? What record? Instead of criteria, now you are choosing.
The
if
one
the record,
who is created by CFO.
Yeah.
Should be shared with
Director sales.
Okay.
With the read only, I am just sharing. Okay. Save.
We have,
So tell me.
in that contact opportunity cases also came, right?
Oh.
So we can give different for its parent and
You can
DD,
give.
different things. So it's possible for that, but how it's possible? Like you don't have access to your
Yesterday I
child,
told you
have
remember the
access-
requirement.
What's
For
that?
one customer, I have two distributors. The one is giving for a 10 rupees quotation, another is giving 110 rupees quotation. You and me should not share those information. That way the opportunity quotations will come. I have access to a customer account, but I don't have access to see the other records, other opportunities. That they are private.
Mm, okay, but own opportunity can be shared.
Yeah.
That will be shared, but it comes when
Different.
others' opportunities will.
So if it is organization, it's like a different companies working together, different distributors working together to do their business. It's a collaborative business too.
Okay.
That way you should not share the opportunities and revenue information to each and everyone.
Okay.
You should hold the entire results with you only.
Okay.
So now let me say, let me go to profiles. Profiles.
Okay, then master detail inherits only object level security, not record level, right?
No. Now what I'll just give a edit and delete permission because we'll say now I need to update user profile. Let's say users. I will update Vivek roles to director sales. So what is the sharing rule that I created? If the role record is created by a CFO, it should say read only to that user. Refresh. I have access. I don't know which one is this one, which one. I'm just opening two random records. This was created. What is type? Type is something else. Here type is prospective. So he have a edit access here. Oh, 1 minute. Why you don't have edit access? Gotcha. It was overridden by this one. It was overridden by this one. Let's say refresh. You have access, but you don't have edit access because I provided here as a read only. So let me say edit. Once the record is created, you can change to read or write. Save. But now the question goes, once a record is created, criteria is created, so what and all you can able to modify later point of time. You can able to modify only the criteria name and the sharing level, not on the shared with and shared by. Criteria and these stuff you can't change. It will be locked out. It will be locked out, right? Either you can change only this but not everything. Clear on this?
Yeah.
Clear on this? Hello?
Yeah, hello, Deepak.
Yeah, Shah. Any doubts?
This is sharing rules.
Yeah, N-type security setting for a record. How can I manipulate and all this stuff?
Okay. Record, we can share via record. The individual records are based on roles. Only two things are there.
Based on roles, based on grant hierarchy. If the role is superior and this will be roll up to him. You can also share records by using criterias, and you can also share records by using roles. I mean user type based on record owner.
Initially, what you said, first one?
Grant access,
Okay.
and next one is owner based sharing and criteria based sharing.
Grant access is what?
Role hierarchy. If he is my manager, whatever I have access to, he will get access.
Okay.
Now another one, what I will do, I'll just delete this sharing rule. I'm just deleting one sharing rule. It means that he don't have access. Owner base I deleted for a time being. I go to accounts. How many records I will be getting? Only one record I will be getting. Not even one I will be getting.
You change.
Okay, share to role CFO, but he is not into role CFO, right? Okay, just what I will do, I just deleted this. Now the other one I'm talking about, accounts. I'm going to one Deepak account I can do sharing, manual sharing. This is called manual sharing. Add public rules, no users, wait, and I can provide access, what access he needed, and then save. This is called manual sharing.
It's about one particular record.
One
That's it,
particular.
only one particular. In what scenario you have to do manual?
Consider there are scenarios you will get for a business users. I need to share this record to Miss Vinita, but he is not part of any type of criteria. But she need to have access to this exceptional sharing.
Okay. So they raise a request.
If they raise a risk, if they need access, they will come up and say that manual sharing is possible.
Okay.
You can share manually.
So you will enable that feature for them.
Exactly. So another one now we need to understand.
One sec. Yeah. User will be sharing or they will raise a request to support.
It's up to them, Vivek. Shan, it's up to them how business wanted. But business users have a share permission.
Okay.
They will be having a sharing permission. They can able to share their permissions.
Okay.
Now I'm just removing this user from this list. Okay, I just deleted and I'm just going back to Deepak account. Now there is other way you can also add like team members, account teams. 1 minute. Account teams. Enable account teams. You need to enable team members. Save. Once you enable account teams, access layout, add users customizable related list. I'm just adding one related list to page layout. That's it. Now I'll go to my account, refresh. You'll see account teams, right? Here I can able to create my teams. Which user I need to have? Vivek. Read only, private, and team role is sales manager. Save. Now I'm not sharing a record using sharing settings. I'm sharing a record using team members. I'm saying that he is part of my team. It means that he is part of this account team. As a team member should have access to this. So automatically Salesforce system will get you an access for that.
What's the difference between that public will make a group, right?
We'll make a group of people. If you want to share at one shot, you can have a public group. If you want to share one user, you can able to share. It's like
in team member also we can add group of users, right?
Yes, you can add group of users. You can add.
So that's what in
No. In team members, you have to select user only. Individual user you need to select in a team members, not a group of teams.
Okay.
Manual sharing you can select group. Sharing settings you can share records based on group, but team members you need to add who is my team. I can't take entire company as into my team. I need to select a specific team. That's what we have to do here.
Okay.
All we need to select the team members. That team members will be part of
So
your.
in real time, which one do you use, like public
Both
group
sharing.
or
Public. If you want to share automated sharing, public groups will be from a backend. For a users, end users, if you are an account owner, if you want to share, either you choose
One
this
time.
option
if you
or
want to do
that
one
option.
time?
One user, two users, they will do manually like this.
Okay. So suppose there is already one maintenance team of like suppose 50 people. In that case, you will make a public group of this 50 people and
If
do
all
basic
50
setting.
people, all 50 people will be part of all accounts, then we'll make group.
Make a group, give the basic setting. This one will come when.
If we want to exceptionally, I need to share to particular user, not to everyone. There is no
some particular
criteria.
record you want to share to the support team. What this record so that they can do testing. That you make a team.
Not support record. Consider that I am
No,
a
this support team. There is another team.
I'm a sales representative. I'm visiting customer place.
Okay.
I'm not part of your account, but I'm visiting customer place to demo things. That point of time, I should have my access to the account so that I can do updates in front of customer instead of saying that I don't have access. I'll update later.
Okay.
So it's a business principle to make customer. If someone representative comes to your Airtel or some other to your home, he say that, ma'am, I don't have access to do that. I'll go back to my office and I'll check. Will you be happy for that?
No.
And you think that there is a lot of process which will make screw up my business process. So this way, to give a customer satisfaction, we'll provide instant access to the user for 1 hour, 2 days. Once everything done, we'll then revoke the permissions. So now, totally how many ways you can share your records? using sharing rules, using role hierarchy, using owner-based sharing rule, criteria-based sharing rule, and manual sharing, and adding to a team members.
This all are record level
Record
sharing,
level
not
sharing,
object.
not
For
object.
object, we have only
Profile and-
organization by default and profile.
Profile and permission set is for object securities.
Organization by
For a records only, right? Private, public, read only, and
So only object level setting can be done only through profile.
profile and permission sets. Clear on this, Sean?
Yeah.
What happened to quick media player?
Didn't start. I guess we were doing testing. Hello, didn't start only.
One charger cable. Understand that. One minute. It is here actually. Battery came up there. How to move this?
Show percentage. You made it show percentage. You need to uncheck something right click.
No, there is a button you can see observe, right? That button need to be come up. This is a recording button. It is lying on top of this one.
Remove. Click.
Why it is coming there?
What happened, Deepak?
System got hanged, everybody.
Sharing is not happening.
System got hanged. But what is this name?
Open energy.